What's up, guys? It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. Um, I don't know how long it's been, but I would definitely say I've been honestly in a space of just trying to recollect my thoughts and really expound on the certain things that I want to do in life. And I just been kind of tapping back into some of the things that I enjoy. Uh, Sports, working out, um, laughs, shit like that. And I learned something new about myself, I would say, each time. And so far, I've just been really focused on the album, the Book of Pop, and just making sure that what I'm putting out is at the best, or I would say the peak of that I think that of how I want the project to sound. And I will say I have been running into some financial um, blockages within, trying to get this project all figured out and everything. And I really try to, I would say, just keep my peace of mind about it and pray about it, meditate about it, and just keep going. And I will say I felt a real sense of peace in my life. Um, I think that I haven't been necessarily looking to put myself in certain relationships and friendships that I think are not healthy for me. I want to put myself in a position where I'm able to kind of sit back and really be able to have control of the certain energies that I put around myself. And so with that, it comes with a lot of responsibility. It comes with a lot of confidence. It comes with a lot of patience. And it comes with a lot of forgiveness as well. And I think I've learned to forgive myself and also forgive other people that I believe may have caused, a certain trauma or a trigger within my life. I try not to hone on it. And, a lot of people say, I'll forgive, but I won't forget. And I think that's one of the places that I'm at. And to say that I will ever forget about some of those memories, I'd be lying to myself if I said I will forget them. But so far, I've just been writing and kind of tapping into my mind and my soul. And I think that I feel a lot of clarity. Um, I've been a lot more consistent and preparing for life. And I'm not where I want to be, but I know that it's a process to get to your destination. And although you do get to your destination, you don't have this satisfaction, I say, because I think that I've been in that place before where I think that when I get to a certain place that everything will be okay. But that's not how life works. So I just try to appreciate everything. I try to appreciate the time that I give myself. And like I said, I haven't been honestly looking for anything. Just been really trying to discover myself, discover my spirituality, discover more things about my son. Um, and I feel good about it, honestly. I feel really good about it. Um, I have kind of rekindled my love for basketball, something that shaped me into the person that I am today. I didn't necessarily, reach the certain goals that I wanted to, and that's okay. It wasn't in my story, and that's fine with me. It's just how you bounce back and take the things that you're passionate about and keep striving for greatness within it. As y'all see, got my jersey on, man. I'm a super fan now. One thing that I've kind of saw from the Spurs is the process. It was a process of when the Spurs didn't even make the playoffs, didn't even win over 40 games. They had their losses in the seasons. And for a lot of basketball fans, as you know, Spurs have a dynasty. I remember being young and watching the Heat go against the Spurs with Tony Parker and watching the Spurs go against the Celtics. Like, those are things I remember. And I think that with this season, like I said, I kind of see like those glimpses, and I've always been that type of person where I like to kind of match history up with current history. And I would definitely say I'm a person that believes that history always repeats itself somehow, some way. And I think that these are one of the cases. These are one of the examples. And I'm just happy that I've got back into it, because that was just a part of me where I would say I didn't hate basketball, but I guess it just kind of made me rekindle the love for it. Although I'm not necessarily in that position to, where I'm on the court and things like that. But I just take basketball for a life lesson that taught me a lot of things, just about life in general. And what that main thing is that you can't stop. You gotta keep going. And I think the formula to success is consistency and confidence and kind of a trial and error type of thing, just seeing what works for you. I know I talk about trial and error a lot because I think that my life and the way how I've experienced of being a grown-up from the time that I left my parents' home, it was a lot. And I'm starting to feel that, life is kind of getting back on that thing of balance. I was just talking to a guy the other day, and he was from Boston, Massachusetts, Mr. William. He was just talking about how throughout his life, he just always wanted to focus on balance. He didn't want to be too high. He didn't want to be too low. You just want to be right there, you know? And I'll be lying if I say that I don't want to be high, but I don't want to be too high to the point where it's kind of like, I think when you get to a point of too high, you start to dismiss your morals and values, and that's not the type of person that I am. I stand 10 toes as the person that I am. I stand 10 toes on the things that I believe in. And one thing that I definitely did learn about myself is that I'm a person that if I put my mind to it and I sit down and, you know, really put my time into it, I'll figure it out. It'll get done. And so that's just a quick update about everything, man. I appreciate you guys. I know it's been a long time and I need to start doing these videos a little bit more. But life great, man. Keep God first. Always understand that your situation is better than someone else's situation, and someone else's situation is worse than your situation. So don't always be hard on yourself. So peace out, blessings, and love you guys. The Book of Pop on the way.